If I want to teach you how to swim, I'm not just going to throw you right into the deep end and go swim. I know there's a lot of people who talk about that and they're like, it's the best way to learn, but those people are idiots, in my opinion. What's up, guys? I'm Nguyen, OG Fitness. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, this channel is all about fitness for martial arts for older guys. If you're young, not for long, buddy. Man, I just love saying that. In today's video, we're going to talk about when should you start doing Randori as an OG for judo. We are going to talk about people who do judo recreationally. And to me, recreation, well, we have to define that. If you do judo 2 times a week or less, you're recreational. Now, if you do judo 3 times or less a week, then you're still recreational. But I would consider you an enthusiast. Now, if you practice judo 4 times or more a week, well, now you're hardcore. Hardcore is somebody who is competitive. Doesn't necessarily compete, but is competitive. Check out this video of GB Pedro giving his take on how long a recreational judoka should train before he actually starts doing Randori.
How soon do they do Randori?
To be honest with you, the recreational athlete shouldn't do standing Randori until like 2 years of training.
Oh, I love that, Jimmy. I love it. That's coming from you, who's like one of the toughest judo guys. Right, you were hard nosed, like training Olympian, and I love it that it's coming from you.
The reason for that, in my opinion, Shintaro, is that people's bodies aren't ready for Randori. They don't have the toughness and the hardness in their muscles. They haven't learned the movements of judo properly, so their bodies aren't ready to take those hard falls. But if you think about it, when you come in the door, you learn how to do your uken, you learn how to do your uchikomis, you learn how to do the skills of judo, right? After you understand the movements and you drill combinations and you're starting to pick people up and your muscles and your body are getting stronger physically and you have an awareness of where you're going to go when you fall and how people are going to throw you, and then it takes that long to learn how to expect what's going to happen to you. And it's not until you actually have that level of experience should you ever be doing Randori, because you can't control your own body. You don't have the strength or the physicality to hold yourself up, let alone hold your partner up safely.
I think the man is absolutely right, for the most part. If you're a recreational dude, with all the things that he mentioned, it's going to take possibly 2 years for you to start doing Randori safely. But there's a caveat to that. I think that you can definitely get there faster. 2 years is a long time. And the reason why we want to do Randori is because it's fun. So you want to get to the fun stuff quicker. But if you do it prematurely, if you just start Randori because you just can't wait, then most likely you'll shorten your judo fun. Because when you're not ready for Randori and you just go into it, what's going to happen is that you will eventually hurt yourself. And once you hurt yourself, then it's pretty much game over, because you'll be so disgusted by it, so annoyed by it, that you're just not going to want to come back. Or you might not even be able to be honest, if the injury is severe. So I'm going to explain to you guys how to bypass this, because 2 years is a long ass time to wait to do Randori. So I'm going to shorten the time that it takes. So from 2 years, I think 3 to 6 months, that would be all you need. Now, this is going to vary from person to person. It depends on how much experience you have, how athletic you are, and how fit you are. So Randori is like jumping into the water, but you want to do it in a way that's progressive and that's safe. If I want to teach you how to swim, I'm not just going to throw you right into the deep end and go swim. I know there's a lot of people who talk about that and they're like, it's the best way to learn, but those people are idiots, in my opinion. Now, if I wanted to teach somebody how to swim, I wouldn't just throw them into the ocean off a boat just like that, because, well, it would be sink or swim. And if you sink, well, you know, that sucks. So we would start you in the shallow end of the pool, teach you the principles, the techniques. Then after that, we'd move you into the deep end. And then after that, we would put you in a full-size pool where you would swim, have you do laps and all that. And then when you're ready, then we'd be able to throw you in the ocean so you could swim. And that's where the fun would start. Your body, your mind, and your spirit have to be adapted. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to have confidence. Your physical fitness can't be overemphasized when it comes to judo. To do judo, especially when you're older and you started later in life, you want to be fit. So you have to be strong, you have to be stable, and you have to have good mobility. Privates, you need to do privates. This is going to help you shortcut this 2-year thing. So that way you could get it down to 3 to 6 months. And the reason why you want to have privates is that the coach will be focused on you 100%. So you're going to learn a lot faster than if you were just in a regular class setting. Once you're able to take a fall, get back up, move on the ground so you can work on your newaza and whatnot, then what that means is that your body is strong enough and you have enough proprioception to now really get into judo. And guys, judo is a lot of falling. So you have to be able to take a fall at high speed. So with your coach, you would get thrown a lot. at the beginning on a crash mat. And then you would have to throw your coach a lot too. So you get a lot of practice in, a lot of nagikomi. And then you would also learn grip fighting. A lot of grip fighting you would do with your coach. And you would learn uchikomis, basically the entrances, how to initiate a throw by using kuzushi. And then from there, you would do randoris, but themed randoris and situational randoris. So a themed randori is where we would pick, for example, one thing that you're allowed to do. An example of themed randori is, I'm allowed to attack, you can only defend, or vice versa. Or another example would be, we can only use foot sweeps, or we only do grip fighting. Situational randori would be something like where we have to do a certain combo setup before we're allowed to throw. So for example, I would maybe have to tap your leg once, do a ashiwaza, so like fake a sweep, move you, and then throw. And then of course you have drills that you could work on. So if you work with your coach for like 3-6 months and you do about 2 or 3 privates a week, your coach will be able to tell you when you're ready. And of course, even when he tells you you're ready, you have to feel that you're ready and very comfortable. So the litmus test, in my opinion, of if you're ready or not to do randori is if you're able to take a throw at high speed and still get up afterwards with no injuries and no pain, at least no real pain. You might feel a little bit of, discomfort because you are being thrown and you're falling on the mat and all, but if you learned how to take the fall properly and to break fall properly, so that means organizing your body in a certain way so that you don't actually get hurt when you land, then you should be A-okay. Guys, I know, privates, it could be a little bit pricey, but I think it's 100% worth the price because if you do privates, you spend a little bit of money up front. What this is gonna allow you to do afterwards is to continue practicing judo and to be safe and to not get injured. I've seen a lot of guys who start judo as adults. When I say adults, I don't mean necessarily somebody who's like in their late 20s or 30s, even 18. Like if you have never done anything before and then you start judo at 18 and you're not athletic, you're not in shape, then guess what? You're gonna have a hard time as well. And even these guys want to jump right into randori and they get busted up quick. And because of that, they stop the sport. And that's unfortunate. So I think that doing things properly at the beginning, taking your time, spending the money is 100% worth it. And it's gonna make it so that you could practice judo for life. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Peace.